Hi, I'm Bill from CJ Pony Parts. If you've ever driven a lowered car down a bumpy road, you're probably familiar with bump steer. Bump steer is going to occur when suspension movement causes changes in the toe, which can cause the car to unexpectedly change direction. If you own a 2015 Mustang, Steeda's adjustable bump steer kit is an excellent way to fix this issue. So we're going to install these on Yasin's 2015 Mustang GT. The Steeda Bump Steer Kit is going to be a direct replacement for the outer tie rod ends on all 2015 Mustangs. By maneuvering the different spacers in here, it allows us to get the angle just right to avoid bump steer on our lowered Mustang. Because of the spacers, this will work on any stock or up to 2 to 3 inch lowered car. For this installation, you'll need a lift or a jack and jack stands, 1/2 inch ratchet, 18mm socket, 19mm socket, 24mm socket, torque wrench, hammer, and adjustable wrenches. The bump steer kit's going to replace your outer tie rod by threading on right here. First step in the installation is to loosen this jam nut on the factory tie rod end. Basically what you want to do is just get it loose. Just turn it back a hair from the factory tie rod that it's no longer touching. Okay, with that loose, now you can remove the retaining nut that holds the outer tie rod end to our spindle. Okay, now you want to unthread the factory tie rod end. Should be loose, but if not, you can hold the inner here, take it off that way. Now you're going to thread the retaining nut down 3/16 of an inch. Now thread the aluminum collar from our bump steer kit up until it hits the jam nut. On the bearing side, you can thread it onto the collar, or this is going to be a reverse thread. And you want to tighten everything down. Now we're going to install this stud with the spacers through our spindle. What you want to do is align it with the lower control arm, get them as close to parallel as possible. You're just going to guess at this point with the spacers. The alignment shop will have to make the final adjustments when you get it aligned after you finish your installation. You can see we have it pretty much parallel with our lower controller. Like I said, you can move these spacers around, get it as close as possible. We found putting the 3 on the top and the 2 on the bottom seems to get it in the neighborhood. Again, like I said, when you get it aligned after the installation, the alignment shop can dial it in. Well, first we'll tighten them down, then we're going to torque them down. The bottom nut's going to get torqued to 50 foot-pound. And 40 foot-pound for the top. Repeat the process on the other side and your installation is finished. The Steeda Bump Steer Kit's the perfect way to address any bump steer issues we may have in our lower 2015 Mustang. Make sure when this installation is finished, you do have to get in alignment. This is imperative when installing this to get the car to track properly. The installation itself should take you around an hour to be back on the road in no time.